And we're back. You're tuned into Sport Federation TV. I'm Linyukta Chetty. Joining me now from the Witzenberg Sport and Recreational Council is Martin van Wyk. Welcome, Martin. Thank you for joining us again.
Hi, Lynn. Good to be here. Thank you.
Yes, you're a man that wears many different hats in your area. Tell us about those.
Some of those most definitely is most important is the fact that I'm the chairperson of the Witzenberg Sports Council, and that is the one aspect that is very close to my heart. And then obviously, I'm also doing some radio work, the same like as you do, presenting a sports channel on a community radio show, and then also involved in football. And yes, so those are some of the things that keep one quite busy at this point in time.
Where has your love for sports come from? Where does it stem from?
I don't know, probably from the dusty streets way back of Ceres, where I'm coming from, in Starking Street. And we used to play in the street with, you know, on the gravel road and so forth. And I think something stuck, and I was always the odd one. I didn't, yes, I did play rugby, which is the most predominant sporting code that are being practiced within my community. But I had this specific undenying love for football. And I don't know where that comes from. So yeah, you can't ask me where that comes from. I don't know, maybe I have some football blood within me. But at some stage I got sort of captured for the sake of, for the lack of better word. And it just stuck. And that is my first love, is for the development of football, the participation in football, but also to make sure that we sustain football in a way that it can be for our next generations. But in all the above, I'm also a keen sports person, and hence why my position at this current moment as the chairperson of the Witzenberg Sports and Recreational Council.
What are the primary objectives for Witzenberg Sports Council?
Our primary mandate lies in the fact that we are responsible to speak on behalf of our sporting codes to our local government, which is the Witzenberg municipality. And as I've stressed before, that we do have a very good working relationship with the municipality, but also, like I've mentioned last time here on this very program, is that we have sometimes very rigorous or vigorous debates and heated debates, as you have alluded to.
Hopefully.
Yes, very much constructive. Afterwards, we shake hands, we are all jolly, but we bring our decisions, or not our decisions, we bring our points towards the municipality and say, listen guys, these are the things that we think as the Sports Council, as the governing body for sport, needs to be attended to. Not necessarily addressed, but attended to in order to be addressed. We know that as our local municipalities, they do have their own KPIs, their own, especially in terms of service delivery. But we should not discard the fact that in order for us to have a good society or a better civil society, our role as sporting people, as federations, as sport councils, is pivotal in the ensuring of we have a better society. I'm not saying that we can create a better society. What I'm saying is that we can provide the opportunity to ensure that we have better civilians in sport, contributing to the betterment of our society.
I mean, we can save our youth through sport.
Absolutely. I remember the last time we mentioned what our great Mandela has said around surrounding this initiative, or his quotes that he said, that sport has that ability to unite all South Africans. We need to look into that. There's one thing that I also like to mention, is that while we're talking about statesmen, is that our current president of the country has said exactly a year ago, I think this is the sauna now, he said that in his Tumamina speech, send me. Now we as the Witzenberg Sports Council, you have asked about our objectives for this year. We as the Witzenberg Sports Council are saying, send me as the sports governing body member, and we will be the mouthpiece, so to speak, for the sporting coach in our area. One other thing is that we also envision is that as the Witzenberg Sports Council, we would like to see that we have together, obviously with the cooperation of our local municipality and with our councillors involved and so forth, who I must allude here tonight is that who supporting us tremendously as the Sports Council. Yes, there are differences, but we do get the support from our municipality. There are challenges. Challenges will be there because all of us, we are in this growth phase of the Sports Council. But in the end, if we have one eye on a collective goal, then that is already setting the path for the way forward.
Would you say, as well, the relatively new chair of Witzenberg Sports Council, that you're still in the phase of solidifying a foundation?
Yes, I would say that we are in the phase of cementing a foundation at this current stage, but that foundation needs to be solid. Because, as you've mentioned earlier, if we have people that are here and think that, okay, this is another thing, I'm just going to be here. No, then there's no room for you. Because we need people to work hard. We have been elected by people who entrusted their faith in us to serve them as a community in their particular codes. So that should be our objective. That should be our main purpose, and that should be our primary task to ensure that we give answers. And in fact, it comes down to one word: we need to be accountable for our sporting codes.
Okay. Now, there was something I heard about a Western Cape Recreational Body of the Year. What do you know about that?
Yes. The Witzenberg Sports Council was awarded the prize of the Sports Governing Body of the Year in 2018. That is an accolade that we achieved, but we did so because of so many things that we have done in a very short space of time. We didn't have much time to do all the things that we did, but we managed to pull a lot of the things through. Now I must just come back to what it is that we are doing. I've mentioned to you that our primary mandate is to ensure that we are the voice of the sporting codes. But another key factor is that, especially coming to our facilities, we need to engage with the captains of our facilities, who are the municipalities or in our different areas. But in our case, the Witzenberg municipality, who is the sole owner of most of the facilities in our area. And we have to engage constantly with the municipality on those issues. But we have managed as a sports council administratively very well. We have conducted ourselves in a manner where sporting codes has acknowledged us, and we are accountable to them. So that led to the accolades that you have mentioned just now when we were awarded as the Sports Governing Body of the Year in 2018 in the Western Cape.
What do you think would be the key to upping corporate involvement in funding the lesser known sports?
I think what should be done is engagement. You need to talk to one another. I should have the liberty to go to business people in our vicinity in the Witzenberg and say, listen here guys, we have this young person who is involved in sport, but this young person is raised by a single mother. How can you as business make sure that this young person, who might become an ambassador for the Witzenberg and for the Cape Winelands in that particular fashion, how can you assist that we ensure that this young person become not only an ambassador for the Witzenberg, but for our region, in order to achieve what he's about to achieve? It's a good thing that you asked me that question, because we had such a case now where we had a young player who went to the Blue Bulls, a young rugby player, and he's coming from a community in one of our areas in Bella Vista, and he's to the Blue Bulls, and we are trying to see that we get to avenues where this young person can be assisted in terms of funding to reach his dream. But it's not easy. People are expecting that okay, you are the Witzenberg Sports Council, then you might have money. which is a perception that is not grounded by anything, because we do not. And that is the understanding that we would like to bring across to our people, is that we as the Witzenberg Sports Council, yes, we are there as a civil society organ elected and selected by you as the sporting coach to serve your cause. That is,
you act as an advocate.
Yes, we advocate for the betterment of our facilities. We advocate for the better development of our sporting coach. But there's one thing that we need to understand, is that as the Witzenberg Sports Council, we have no rule or no mandate to interfere in sports federations. That is the one thing that should also be cleared.
Right.
Yes, we need to speak to a federation, but as the sporting coach on itself, then they need to align to the different areas. I've mentioned the areas before in a previous program, but just for clarity's sake, we have areas in Ceres, in Kowabokaveld, in Bella Vista, in P.R. Hamlet, in Nduli, in Tilbach, in Woolsley, and in some parts in Brede River, closest to Woolsley, and in the Kowabokaveld also there's an area, Witzenberg, Achter Witzenberg area. So in those areas we have local sport councils within those areas that makes up the executive members of the Witzenberg Sports Council. So that is how it is. We have a broad-based organization that needs to cover a great and a vast piece of land. But in order for us to have all our sporting codes sort of galvanized under one goal, that is our main aim as the Witzenberg Sports Council.
Martin, wish you all the best. May you achieve all your goals, and may you grow from strength to strength in your ability to advocate for what the people need.
Absolutely, and thank you so much, Len, for having me.
You're welcome. And that's it for tonight, folks. Thank you for joining us on Sports Federation TV. Remember, you can catch the show every Friday night at 9 p.m. on channel 263 DSTV, repeated Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Whatever sport you're playing this weekend, lekker speel. Till next time.